And so I get it. I don't disagree with them that what they're doing isn't a good thing for them. I think the bad thing is they went against their word. I think the good thing is they legitimately will provide a better experience for the client. They will make more money. And like, you can hate me for this, real estate agents, but they're a fucking business. They're in business to make money. And if they realize they can provide a better experience and make more money, how are you going to be mad at them for it? Welcome to the Whissel Way Podcast. My name is Kyle Whissel, your host with Whissel Realty Group and eXp Realty in San Diego.
I'm Bryan Koci, marketing director in. I
remember my first time.
Marketing director at Whissel Realty Group here in San Diego.
The goal of our show, guys, is to give you the tools, techniques, and tactics that you need to go out there and crush it in your business, whether that be real estate, mortgage, or really just any business out there. Our goal is to do that in 30 minutes or less. We want this to be the type of podcast you can listen to on your way to or from the office and consume everything from beginning to end and really get value out of it. If you guys do get value out of it, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give us a review. That stuff really goes a long way to help us out and to kind of share what we're talking about with other people. So I'd love for you guys to help us out in that regard. The way that we like to run this show is we like to answer the questions that you have for us. So if you have questions you'd like to have answered on the show, you can always go to thewhisselway.com. You can ask us questions on there. You can join our Facebook group where we share a lot of tips and tricks and things that we're doing within our business. You could join our referral network. You could subscribe to the podcast, the YouTube channel. We are on both. So if you're watching this, you could subscribe to the podcast on there. Or if you're listening to this, you could subscribe to the YouTube channel. And lastly, you could find out about upcoming events like our Media Mayor Mastermind, which is a 16-hour event where we go super deep into everything that Bryan and I have learned over the last 6 years of creating videos together. So it'd be a blast. We probably, by the time you get back from paternity, I think we're scheduling this thing in person, dude. I don't think we need to worry about doing this online anymore. People are ready to get back in a room together. It's okay. Florida, we can just do it in Florida because they freaking opened everything in Florida this week.
Let's go.
So let's go. We'll do one in Florida. Screw it.
No, I don't want to do that.
No, you probably can't go to Florida with a infant.
No.
Yeah, that's cool.
So.
We'll do one locally.
Good.
We'll just keep it small in the numbers, or get a really big
I
house.
may not be able to legally leave the state for a while, so that's fine.
By legally, he means his wife will have his hide.
No, it's something else, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, so let's get to it, huh?
What's the question?
I want you to talk about something that you posted about a week ago in the Facebook group, and the article title was "Zillow launches residential brokerage."
Yeah.
A lot of agents are very upset about this.
Yep. And
I can see their side of it. A lot of agents, I saw a lot say they're cutting their Zillow spend immediately to zero. I want you to kind of talk about it. I want to play devil's advocate a little bit here. I see where they're coming, where a lot of the agents are coming from, but I also see where Zillow's coming from as well. So I want you to kind of riff on this for a while, and I'll kind of chime in when I have questions.
Bryan just showed you he's got a band background. Believe it or not, Kitty Cat Koci used to play the old guitar back in the day, huh?
I was the front man at the band.
You're the singer. That's right. You were the singer.
What?
Can you sing for us?
No.
I want to hear you sing for us.
What made you think
You said riff.
Oh,
That's like a music term.
Okay, yeah.
Bryan was a front man in a band.
I was in a ska band.
Tomcat, if you can, let's find
some
photos. You know Mr. Koci is listening to this right now. Let's get some photos or a video of Bryan being the front man in a band. I want to see this. I know it exists.
Anyway, so let's go.
Oh, you want to talk about real estate?
Zillow launches a residential brokerage.
Okay. Yes. So this is very, very divisive. I think you have a lot of people upset because I think the primary reason people are upset, Zillow, under previous leadership, basically came out and said, we will not ever become the real estate agent. And what did they just do?
Over and over again.
Yes, repeatedly has said this. And what did they just do? They basically came out and said the Zillow Offers program, which is their iBuyer program, where they buy homes directly from homeowners. Previously, they had been working with different broker partners. They went into around 25 markets or so. they went into, and every time they went into a new market, they would partner with the local real estate agency. And that agency would be their boots on the ground and implement the program for them. And they basically said, yeah, we're going to hire our own agents and do it ourselves. So understandably so, there's a lot of agents who are upset with the fact that they said they're never going to be the agent, and now they just said they're going to be the agent.
Yep.
So I get it. I absolutely get people being upset because they essentially went back on their word. So 100,000 million%, I get being upset over that because your word is everything.
Yep.
And when you go back on your word, you're inevitably going to have mud in your face. And that's what they're experiencing right now.
Especially on something like this, which this has been agents' biggest fear with Zillow since I've been around, of that they were going to come in and literally replace the real estate agent. And they said, no, we're not going to do that. We're a front end helping consumers connect to real estate agents. But as we all know, not every real estate agent is created equal.
Really?
Correct.
Yeah. I was looking at numbers today because our guys just went to a conference in North Dakota, and they were talking about the guys' conversion rate up there in North Dakota. And I was like, okay, let's make sure we have context. There are 2,000 real estate agents in the entire state of North Dakota. There are 2,000 agents within 1 mile of our office.
Yeah.
We got to have context on that.
So where are we at from there?
So people are pissed. A lot, Zillow's primary revenue source has been real estate agents. The primary way Zillow has made their money is real estate agents paying them money in exchange for exposure and leads.
Yep.
So when you do something that replaces a real estate agent, even though it's a very small piece of the overall pie, they still have taken a bite out of that pie and replaced a real estate agent there. So inevitably, you just went back on your word against in a way that negatively affects real estate agents. So real estate agents are going to be upset when you upset the people who are your primary source of revenue.
That were your primary source.
At least were. That's the part I think people aren't understanding here. They were your primary source of revenue. People are like, well, they make all their money off of me, so F them, I'm out. I'm not going to give them my money anymore. Here's the thing. Things change. And if you listen to their explanation, that's basically what it was. Things change. When they made that statement, real estate agents were the number one source of revenue. They're starting to realize that there's other sources of revenue, right? They've gotten into the iBuyer game. They're buying and selling houses. They don't like to use the term flipping, but they're flipping houses. They're buying a house, renovating it, and reselling it. If you somehow can find a way to call that something other than flipping, I don't know how, but that's freaking flipping. That's what the definition of flipping is. Yep. They're learning that they can make a lot of money by flipping houses. And they're also learning that they can provide a better experience by keeping everything in-house, as opposed to every time they want to launch in a new city, having to go interview tons of people and ultimately pick a partner to run with, and then have to train, every single time, train this partner from the ground up. Instead of having to do that, they can just have an internal program, and they can just breed people that are groom people specifically for this program and nothing else. Because in running the iBuyer side of real estate versus the traditional side of real estate is very, very different. It's very assembly line, and the traditional real estate experience is not very assembly line.
Right.
So sometimes putting a real estate agent into an assembly line doesn't always work. It's not always smooth.
Especially the people that are attracted to becoming a real estate agent are typically not those that are attracted to that assembly line employee 9-to-5 kind of lifestyle.
Kind of approach. It's a much more corporate approach to doing real estate, and that doesn't always work for all real estate agents, because real estate agents, if they wanted to be in a corporation, they would have joined a corporation. They decided to be independent contractors for a reason. They like their independence. So they just realized that, hey, if we just keep this all in-house, we can provide a better experience because we're not dependent on all these agents who are doing it kind of their own way. We can just do it the Zillow way and provide a great experience to the consumer, and we can cut costs because we don't have to go into a new market and find a new partner in every market and pay them a bunch of money. We can just do it all with our own employees. And so I get it. I don't disagree with them that what they're doing isn't a good thing for them. I think The bad thing is they went against their word. I think
Yeah.
the good thing is they legitimately will provide a better experience for the client. They will make more money. And like, you can hate me for this, real estate agents, but they're a fucking business. They're in business to make money. And if they realize they can provide a better experience and make more money, how are you going to be mad at them for it? If you're mad about somebody providing a better experience to the consumer and making more money, do something about it. Start your own, right? Like, you can get mad at them for going against their word.
Yep.
But the fact that they're doing this, it's a smart business decision for them. They absolutely knew by doing this, they were going to piss a lot of agents off. They knew they were going to lose, agents. They were going to lose agents' revenue. But it's a cost-benefit analysis. They ran the cost versus the benefit and realized the benefit outweighed the cost, and they decided to pull the trigger. They're very smart. They're very calculated. They know what they're doing, and I don't disagree with what they're doing. The thing I disagree with is you went back on your word, and your word is your bond, and when you give up your word, that's tough, because once you do that, I don't believe anything you tell me anymore, right? Everything you tell me could be complete bullshit, because that's the feeling that a lot of real estate agents have, is you're full of shit because you just said this and then did that.
So now, correct me if I'm wrong. I was talking to the guys at lunch, my media team, after we went through Lions and Tigers and Bears. We were talking about kind of the different legs that Zillow has, right? They have their iBuyer program. They have their Zillow Flex program, where they picked a group of agents across the country. They said, we're not going to charge you anything for these leads until you close. Then we're going to take a referral fee.
Yep.
And then they have the third leg, which is
market-based pricing.
Okay. Yeah.
So what they're doing too, and then this again, agents are getting upset. They're going to a model where instead of the traditional Zillow model, which is market-based pricing, where you pay them money in your particular market, hence the market-based pricing, they're going to generate leads for you, and whatever you kill, you keep, essentially, right? Like whatever leads you close, they're yours. But again, they realize there's a way to provide a better experience. Rather than just selling leads to anybody who can stroke a check or has a credit card, well, they didn't vet those agents at all. They didn't train those agents. They're just like, all right, Bryan, well, you want 92071. Cool, it's yours. Just give us $5,000 a month. And you're like, cool. I saw somebody on stage who said they close a lot of Zillow deals, so must work. Here's my $5,000. But then they ran the numbers, and it was like 50-ish% of the leads who inquired and said, like, hey, I want to see 123 Main Street, never got a fucking call back.
And like, I look at what Zillow's doing. They have to be cognizant of their brand. The consumer isn't going, damn it, I put my information, I wanted to see this house, and then the agent that Zillow assigned never called. They don't know. They're just going to say, hey, Zillow sucks. I keep putting my information in. No one calls me. Zillow sucks. So that's why they go, okay, let's go to this flex model. Let's go to this iBuyer model where we connect with people that we vet. But even still, they don't have full control. So if they don't like Billie Jean on the team, they don't own that team. So they're bringing it in-house for the iBuyer program, at least. Do you see them? What's the future hold? So right now that they
can't, I mean, in all honesty, who knows, right? Because again, they've specifically said, we will not hire real estate agents. Zillow will not become, a brokerage with agents. And here they are, a brokerage with agents. So, I mean, what's the future? I don't know.
So
I think they're going to
the
be
iBuyers?
focused on how do we provide the best experience, right? That's their North Star. It's always been about the consumer or customer experience. But now, again, the customer's changed a little bit because the customer was the real estate agent. The customer, at least for a segment of the business, became the homeowner. So they're going to do whatever is going to provide the best experience and make them the most money. So nothing is out of the question. I don't know. But, right, they went from – now they haven't flipped the entire country from market-based pricing to flex. But given the rate that they're rolling flex out, they said initially it could be 2 to 3 years to roll flex out at their conference last year. And here they are rolling it out relatively quickly in less than about a year from when they had that last conference. So they're rolling out flex very, very quickly because what they realize is let's not sell leads to anybody with a credit card. Let's give the leads to the best agents and let's not charge them anything up front. And let's just charge a referral fee if and only if those agents close deals. Well, as an agent, I'm like, I don't have to pay you anything unless I close a deal. That becomes pretty attractive for me.
Yep.
Because now I'm not having to stroke a $5,000 check every single month.
It's not a guessing game.
Yeah, and they're able to control how many leads go to those teams and all of that stuff. So now, again, they're providing a better experience because now when a lead fills out a form, says, I want to see 123 Main Street, they're not getting a 50% callback rate. They're getting much closer to 100% callback rate as it should be. So again, they did that to provide a better experience to the consumer. But then at the same time, they now decided to, go on a referral fee-based model, which they will actually make more money.
A lot more
money, right? If you model it out, they're going to make a lot more money because now they can go to a team and say, hey, if you partner with us for Flex in this market, we're going to give you X amount of these leads that convert at an extremely high rate, arguably some of the best leads in the business. But you got to be willing to do it at a 35% referral fee. Stings a little bit, the 35% referral fee, but you're going to do it because you're getting a guaranteed number of leads. And at the end of the day, you're going to make more money. So it's another business decision where they're providing a better experience and they're making more money. That's what business is all about, right?
Yep.
Like don't hate the player, hate the game. Like that's the thing is they're doing what's going to provide the best experience and they're going to make more money for themselves. You can get mad about it, but that's what you should be doing in your business. You should be obsessing over what can I do to provide a better experience for my consumer and how do I make more money doing it. If you're going to get mad at them for doing what they're doing, then you probably should get out of business because that's what the goal of business is. Better experience, more money, and if you can accomplish both of those things, you should be doing the same thing in your business.
And the third part of that is they've spent massive amount of time, energy, and money building their brand. Right, so that's the other thing. People go, oh, these are our leads, these are our MLS listings, and now they're selling them back to us. But they've spent millions on millions on millions of dollars building their brand better than anyone else. There's a reason why everyone knows what Zillow is, what the Zestimate is, because they've spent so much investing in their brand, which is why we do things like our Everything East County show, which is why we do some billboard. Like it's building the brand. So again, I was telling Tom and Chad, look, they built their brand, they built a better experience, they built a better mousetrap, and yeah, they're making money.
That's the beauty of brand is you can do whatever the hell you want. Once you build a brand, like we built a big enough brand in our area of San Diego that we could go from doing real estate to running a restaurant and people would come because we built a brand. Like brand's amazing because it's allowed Zillow to go from being a company who sells leads to real estate agents to buying houses directly from sellers. Like they made a big pivot, but it's because they built a brand and they built a website that was getting, millions and millions of views every single month. When you build a big brand, it allows you to do things like that. So again, you could get mad at them. I get it. I'm not happy about them going back on their word. That part I don't like, right? And I don't think anybody does, and they know it, right?
And I'm sure they're not stoked about it.
Right.
But
they know they went back on their word. Okay, it is what it is. But they did it because they wanted to provide a better experience and make more money. And if you're not doing things in your business to improve the experience to the client and make more money in the process, business might not be something that's right for you. That's what I got to say about that. So people might not like this one. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. But I get both sides of it.
Yep. If you're not happy, hit up Kyle.
Yeah,
hit him up on Instagram at Kyle Whissel and let him know you're not happy.
Yeah, if you want to lay into me and tell me like I'm an asshole, that's fine. But I'm just being honest, and that is my word. Yeah. That I'll always be honest.
Yep. All right, let's cruise into the widget.
Cool. So hopefully you guys got some value out of that. One more thing we like to do before we wrap up the show is we like to go into something we call the Whissel Widget of the Week. This is something we're utilizing in our business to help us make more money, save time, provide a better experience to the client, or just have a lot more fun. Brian, what do you got for us today?
So mine is a keyboard shortcut. I'm a Windows user. I'm not a Mac user. I'm sorry. And if you, Kyle, I know you're on a Mac, so maybe they have this as well. But it's enabling the clipboard on a Windows computer. So all you have to do is hit Windows, the window key, and V. And what this does is this will allow you to paste things that you have copied previously. So what you do is you hit Windows V, a prompt is going to pop up that says enable clipboard. And then as you copy things throughout the internet, you'll be able to scroll down when you hit Windows V to paste in things you copied previously. It's One thing that I love about it, we do our I Spy 360 tours. We have to copy the branded and unbranded, and we move them onto our board on Monday.com. I just copy, and then I hit Windows V, and I paste the first one, Windows V, and paste the second one. It saves me a ton of time, and it's something that's so simple and so annoyingly easy to use. I'm pissed I didn't know about it years ago. So hopefully this will help you in the future. Just do the Windows key and the V key, and that will help you paste things that you copied previously.
I like it.
Me too.
Cool. The one I've got for you today, this is something we've been utilizing for probably about a year now in our business. And one of the things when it comes to marketing is that you've got to do something different than everybody else, right? Like if you're walking in to a listing and the thing that makes you unique is you take professional photos, or you're going to do an open house, or you're going to work hard, like,
or your customer experience is great.
Yeah, like I want to do a great job for you. Like you're just like every other real estate agent. What are you going to do different? How are you going to make yourself stand out? Because if you go up against me and that's your pitch, I'm going to tear you to freaking pieces. So you better have
like
something that makes you, rawr, Bryan. You better have something that makes you unique. So the thing that we partnered with a company called Authorify. If you're just listening to this, I'm sharing a couple of books right now. I have one that is called How to Sell Your Home for More Money. I have another one that is called The Ultimate Guide to Buying a Home. These are books that we had white labeled where a company called Authorify, Authorify, Authorify helps us put these books together that are amazing because these books can really separate us from the competition. Because now if I set a listing appointment to go meet with a client, I can have this book delivered to their door prior to our listing appointment, and it is a book about how to sell their home for more money. With my name, my picture, everything on it. We get to, review all the content in here and add our own little twist to it. But this allows us to really set ourselves apart from the competition to where when we walk in the door, we're the guys that wrote the book on how to sell your home for more money. And you're the guy that takes professional pictures, works hard, and is going to do an open house. Who do you think is going to win?
And here's the best thing. This Buying a Home book is 181 pages. For those of you that maybe missed the fact that Kyle said white label, Kyle doesn't read. Kyle doesn't write books. Kyle, out of this 181 pages, how many did you write?
3 or 4, probably.
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
I think you did the back cover and maybe a couple of the testimonials. Well, you didn't even
there's
write
some
those.
testimonials in there, and there's a little bit about us and stuff like that. So these guys provide the content, and you just provide your little blurb about who you are and some of your reviews and whatnot. And they put this badass book together that makes you look like a rock star to your clients because you're doing something different than everybody else. It's all about establishing yourself as an authority and differentiating yourself from the competition. Kind of like our mastermind that we have, the Be Different Mastermind. Which is a Facebook group that you guys can check out, Be Different Mastermind, which all about how do we differentiate ourselves from the competition. Because, right, we said there's 2,000 agents in North Dakota, there's 200,000 agents in California. Like, what are you doing to separate yourself from the other 199,999 agents? This book from Authorify is how we do that.
How do they get it?
They have a promo thing going. If you go to authorify.com/Kyle, they will send you a free book so you can check it out, see if you like it. And then if you like it, they can work with you on writing your own book.
Sweet. And they don't have just a buying and
buyer,
selling.
seller, divorce, probate,
FSBO,
expired, all that stuff. Yeah.
And they have like 19, maybe 9. I don't know. They've got a ton of them.
They got a lot of other cool stuff. These guys are really smart. They're always coming up with new stuff.
And they're great to work with. So we've been really happy. This is our 3rd order of books.
Yep.
So cool.
All right, guys. Well, hopefully you got a lot of value out of the show today. If you have questions you'd love to have answered on a future episode of the show, go to thewhisselway.com. You can ask us questions on there, join our Facebook group, subscribe to the YouTube channel, the podcast, join our referral network, or find out about upcoming events like our Media Mayor Mastermind event, which is a 16-hour course where we go super deep into everything we've learned about creating video over the last 6 years. I hope you guys got a ton of value out of the show today. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Whissel Way Podcast.
See you guys next week.
Wait. Before you leave, I want to share some more tips and tricks that we're using in our business to take it to that next level. Just click right here. And don't forget to subscribe. Click right here.